We got about 6 Canadian kids on the team. All right, take it easy. Say hi to everybody. Okay, Steve. All right. Live from the Kessler Center on the campus of Canisius College in downtown Buffalo, New York. I'm Stu Boyer along with Tom Prince. Russ Battaglia on the camera up high. Mario Hall on camera on the floor. Heidi Gunther is our producer. And in the first of the two semifinal games, we have St. Francis against Timon. They played twice this season, and twice Timon has come away a winner. 89-67 in January and 59-56 just on February 16th. So, Tom, pretty interesting matchup here.
Right, so that tells you two things, right? We already know Timon could put up the points, right? They've got three guys that are averaging over 17 points per game, led by Jaden Harrison at 22 points per game, Nakai Harris at 19.8, and Jacob Humphrey at 16.8. Three guys right there that are going ahead and doing that. Now, look at what happened. 89 points the first game, 59 the second. St. Francis, what do they want to do? Slow the game down, make it a half-court set, and then use the one advantage they have in Western New York, because it's nowhere near in Western New York. That's the big man right there. And the big man comes into play with St. Francis with Logan Reska, as we know, right? He is going to be big down low. If they can keep things slow, they keep this close. If right now you see Timon go to the full court press, do everything to make this game as a press, get that game up into the 80s, that's the game they want to play, and they're going to win.
Well, that's what they did the first time, but apparently they were unable to do it the second time. And that's a big swing from 89 points down to 59 points.
So that's what it's all the set of the game, right? St. Francis, half-court set, right? Make sure they get the ball. Every time they go down the court, that ball should be touched down low by their big man right there. If they go into some sort of zone, make them collapse on the zone, make them do what they got to do to double, triple team, whatever it is down low, so that he's got to get the ball out of his hands, kick out. But when he does, should be an open man for St. Francis. And they've got to put points down. They've got other scorers out there also. They've got Logan, who's got 14.3, Sammy Mary at 12.9, and Jeremiah Neely at 10.7. So they got guys that can still put points up on the board.
All right, let's all please rise for our national anthem.
Our first contest this evening features the Red Raiders of St. Francis against the Tigers of Mission Heights, St. Jude. Before we meet tonight's starters, we ask all in attendance who are able to please rise and remove any headgear as we honor the United States of America and those who defend our freedom and democracy here and abroad with the playing of our national anthem. Also starting for St. Francis of Guard, senior number 5, Samuel Mary. Next up for the Raiders at 4, senior number 24, Charles Rudy. And the final starter for St. Francis at 4, senior number 21, Logan Rasta. The Raiders are coached by Brian Ferris, who is assisted by Kevin Clark. And now on the scoreboard, underneath the Tigers of Bishop Titan St. Jude. The first starter for the Tigers at center, senior number 12, Alvin Lott. Also starting for the Tigers at guard, senior number 2, Malachi Parker. Next up for the Tigers at guard, junior number 1, Jacob Humphrey. Also starting tonight for the Tigers at guard, sophomore number 10, Kai Harris. And the final starter for the Tigers at junior guard, number 3, Timon Harrison. The Tigers are coached by Jason Ray, who is assisted by Matt Weiser and Howard Washington Jr. Our referees today are Jeremy Collins, Tony Hockenberg, and Thompson Harvey.
This is the first of 2 semifinals. The referees for tonight's game, Jeremy Const, Kelly Funderburk, and Tom Zaccardo. The second game will be St. Joe's and Canisius. It'll be St. Francis in the black uniforms, red numerals with the white trim, and red trim with white down the sidelines. It'll be Timon in the white with the green numbers. And what's nice, it says Timon on the uniforms and St. Francis on the uniform, so you can't mistake them.
But look, I'll tell you, the one of the things to look at, really, when you see him walk out on the floor, is the height advantage on guards, right? On the guards that Timon has.
So Timon wins the toss. Humphrey with the ball to Munn. Now Munn to Parker. Works it for the short jump shot at his block. Harrison had his shot blocked. And St. Francis comes back the other way. Edwards with the ball. He saves it. No, he does not. It's knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Timon ball.
That was Sammy Mary with the block right there. He comes up big on that one down. That's the deep. Listen, this is the defense that St. Francis wants. Slow it down. Half court set. You almost see is it looks like they're in a zone is what they're doing, and then they go to you see what I mean, like a man-to-man is where they are. So it looks like they were going to start, but they go man-to-man is what St. Francis is doing early in this game.
And now St. Francis, that shot is blocked. Battle for the loose ball, tipped, and battle for the loose ball won by St. Francis, but it comes to Harrison for Timon. And now on the far side to Harris. Now Harrison kicks it out to Humphrey. Humphrey now into the corner. Driving, putting up the running one-hander, no good, and St. Francis gets the rebound. Mary with the rebound, but it's stolen by Parker, and it's Timon ball, Harrison. So we're seeing a lot of defense. Nobody scored just yet. Both teams playing good defense. Munn and Reska, an interesting matchup. Those are the two big men. Parker. Now to Munn, now far side. This is Humphrey. And he'll get it back to Parker. He'll put up a short jump shot. No good. Battles for his own rebound and hauls it down. And now they'll get it to Harris. He'll put up a short jump shot and score. And there's a foul, and it's 2-0 with a chance for a three-point play. You're seeing some pretty good defense there. They earned that bucket.
On both teams, right? And you got to give Harris some credit, because Harris had that block here for Timon on the other side down here. But look at the defense here. Do you see exactly down low, right, where you're actually seeing the bigs go head-to-head down here? Take a look when you're watching Reska on.
And Reska puts it up, no good. Munn affected that shot. Reska hustles after that rebound. and sends it all the way across court to Bianco. And he'll pull it out. Bianco. Back to Reska. Now Edwards, now on the far side to Reska, down low along the baseline. He's double teamed, the ball's knocked away. Great Timon defense. Fast break ahead for Harris, little too far, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be St. Francis ball.
What did we say? Expect a double team, right? If they keep doing that, watch the kick out. They're going to be able to kick out to an open man. There's got to be ready for that ball to get kicked out by him.
And some good defense there, but St. Francis maintains the possession. Edwards does, with Humphrey guarding him. Edwards still has it knocked away by Humphrey. And Humphrey goes away for Timon. Spinning, puts it up, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Reska winds up with it for St. Francis. And now they work it ahead to Edwards, and a jump ball. The arrow says it'll stay with St. Francis.
Reska's presence on that one really is what threw that shot off right there. The fact that he could block it was the reason why that shot was off and went off the glass the way it did.
So they inbound it to Reska. He'll put it on the floor. Now he'll pass it to Bianco. 3-0 Timon. Just under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Reska telling his teammates where he wants him to go. He'll put it on the floor, drives on Munn, spins, shoots. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. And obviously that ball did not go in the basket. And Logan Reska heads to the free throw line. And this might be one of those games where one of the bigs gets into foul trouble, or one of the key players in foul trouble is going to have a huge impact.
Oh, no doubt about it. But I do think really this is the kind of game early on that St. Francis wanted, though, right? Really low scoring, right? All about defense. So far, it's what they want. They want that low scoring game, and they're getting it early on.
Reska missed the first free throw. Second free throw is around and in, so it's 3-1 Timon over St. Francis. And now the Tigers get it to Jacob Humphrey. Bianco picks him up as he crosses the half-court line. Humphrey into the corner for Parker. We get a whistle and a turnover.
Stu, the next time down, I want you to watch Reska on defense and how he is with Munn. He's not on him. He's playing very loose off of him, almost waiting for the pass or something else to happen, right, where he's going to help with the double team more than anything. Take a look at the next time down when they come down.
Bianco with the ball on the far side. Bianco still has the ball. Gets it to Reska, puts it up and in. Nicely done. Logan Reska, and we're tied at 3.
Great job movement without the ball on that one. You see how we cut right down the middle?
Now Timon with the ball. Harris. Bianco guarding him. Now to Munn. Back to Harris. Into the corner. Harrison around and out on the three-pointer. Reska gets the rebound. Gets it ahead to Edwards. Edwards to Mary. He puts it up and in. And St. Francis takes a 5-3 lead. So,
great left hand right there by Mary. What a great job right at the basket to use the opposite hand.
now Parker. Excuse me, that's Harrison. He'll drive, put it up, no good, but he does draw the foul.
Stu, do you see what I'm talking about in the defense right there?
Yeah, he's not body
He's
on
not
body.
right on him.
He's
He's
got
giving
space.
him room. You're even seeing him cut to the basket right. And he's almost letting him go. He's almost daring him to go down low down to him and really giving some room. He's looking more to where he can help defense right at the basket.
Harrison misses the free throw. And Charles Rooney goes out. And Nathan Gossior comes in. Free throw is good to make it 5-4. I've got now Bianco near side. Now into the corner to Mary. And he gets it to Reska. Reska puts it on the floor. Bounce pass on the far side into the corner. Now Bianco. Bianco in a little bit of trouble, almost stolen. Gets it to Reska. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Reska puts up a shot, it's blocked, and the ball goes out of bounds. Good play by Reska and a good battle there with Munn, who blocked the shot. Nathan Gonsorek into the game for St. Francis. St. Francis leads this one 5-4. Here's Harrison. Now Humphrey. We'll get it back to Harris, and he'll put up a shot that Reska blocks, goes out of bounds off of Reska. Well, no, to say the least, Logan Reska is a presence at both ends of the floor.
What did they say? Every time he should touch the ball. They've done exactly that, Stu. They've got the recipe, and they are absolutely following it to a T.
And we have a foul that'll go against Timon.
But the only thing is, these shooters for St. Francis better be in shooting position, ready to go. The minute he takes that down low and that double or triple team comes, you better be ready to shoot the ball because he's going to kick it out right to one of his shooters.
So Alvin Munn goes out, and it's St. Francis ball the other way. Mary puts it up and in, high off the glass. 7-4, St. Francis. Munn now out of the game for Timon. Aaron Hicks into the game. This is Humphrey into the corner. Wide open three is good. Humphrey that's Aaron Hicks for three. Now Bianco for St. Francis gets himself into some trouble. And we got a timeout taken by St. Francis. Well, now we're all tied at 7, but did you write the script for this, Tom? Or is this exactly as you said?
Really, you want to know the person, though, that I've been most impressed with so far in this game? Has to be Mary so far for St. Francis, because he has been that person when you see they're going to go after Reska, and they've got double and triple teams on him. They're keeping him away from the basket. He has attacked. He's gone right to the hole. He's been aggressive, and he's been that other scorer that St. Francis needs right now. But also, remember, we said Timon wants to run and gun, right? They want to move the ball quickly. That's why they're going to the smaller team right now. They want this pace to be as quick as possible, up and down, because they know there'll be an open man somewhere on the court that they can get that ball to. And they've got, as we said, scorers all over this team with 3 guys that are actually scoring over 16 points a game.
Sammy Mary will inbound for the Red Raiders. They get it to Reska, and Reska will hand it to Bianco. Humphrey guarding Bianco. Bianco still has it. On the far side to Edwards. Edwards. Now back to Mary, a whistle. And a traveling violation against St. Francis. So it'll be Timon ball. Harris will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Final minute and a half of the first quarter. There's Humphrey. And he's called for over and back. So back-to-back turnovers by these two teams. Bianco now for St. Francis. Humphrey picks him up early, and he dribbles into the front court, still has it. Works it to Reska. He's triple teamed, and the ball's taken away by Timon. Humphrey, long bounce pass to Hicks, puts it up and in. That's what Timon wants to do right there.
Absolutely.
And as you said, they would double and triple team Reska, and that time they got the ball away. 9-7 Timon. Now Mary for St. Francis. And the ball went off his foot, but he got it back. Comes to Bianco. Near side to Mary for 3. Good. Sammy Mary. 10-9 St. Francis. Humphrey the other way for Timon. Final 40 seconds of the first quarter. Humphrey. Far side to Harris. Bounce pass to Hicks. Now Humphrey one more time. Short running one-hander is good. And it's 11-10, Timon.
Good job to stay with that, too. He really lost his balance right there, still stayed with it to put that shot in.
Here's Mary into the front court, final 15 seconds of the quarter. Mary puts it up and in, and he draws the foul. Sammy Mary, Tom, you're like a prophet tonight. You're spot on everything.
Mary, 9 of the 12 right now is what he's done. He's got a chance to put 10 up here of a possible 13 is what he's capable of doing to lead this St. Francis team right now.
And we're going to get a few substitutions here.
And I like this, right? Get Ruska out right here so you can make sure he doesn't pick up an unnecessary foul because you need him to make the run the entire game.
So Ruska, with 13.4 seconds left, takes a seat. Free throw by Mary is good, and that'll make it a 13-11 game in favor of St. Francis. Harrison to inbound for the Timon Tigers. Jason Rowe standing on the far side and pointing to his players, telling them what he wants them to do. Final 10 seconds of the first quarter. This is Hicks. Now far side, Parker. There's a long-range three off the iron, no good, and the buzzer sounds. As Parker couldn't get the shot to drop. Well, Tom, the first quarter, exactly as you called it, and St. Francis has a 13-11 lead.
And they've done exactly what they needed to. Expect Timon should come out in a full court press right away. Come out in a press, really, you want to attack the ball, see what you can do about getting those turnovers. Make this game a faster game is what they need to do right now.
13-11 St. Francis after one quarter. You're watching Monsignor Martin Semifinal Championship Boys Basketball on Western New York Athletics.
Our homes have become offices, gyms, schools, and playgrounds. And at Western New York Immediate Care, we know you may need us now more than ever. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care physicians are trained to diagnose and treat most non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses. With 5 convenient locations open 7 days a week, help is never far away. Life has changed, but Western New York Immediate Care is still here for you.
Timon has the ball to start the second quarter, and they'll get it into the hands of Jacob Humphrey. St. Francis leading this one 13-10 as we begin the second quarter. Now on the far side to Harris. Gets it back to Humphrey. Drives, misses the layup, loose ball, and it'll stay with Timon. It went off the shoulder of one of the Red Raiders players. So Timon will inbound. He'll get it to Hicks, and he dropped it, and apparently it was on the line and out of bounds, and it'll be St. Francis ball. And let's see, Tom, you're going to be right again. A full court press, not quite. Some pressure. Bianco brings it into the front court. Bianco with Hicks guarding him. And Bianco running one-hander, no good. And Timon gets the rebound. They'll get it to Harris, Nakai Harris. And he's double teamed, gets the ball away. Humphrey spinning, kicks it out into the corner, goes out of bounds off the hands of, believe, a Timon player. It'll be St. Francis ball. Munn has not come back into the game. And Samuel Mary brings the ball up into the front court. Mary looking for a teammate. Now finds one. And they'll dish it down to Logan Reska. Reska, Gnorsek missed it, rebound Timon, and Humphrey will push that one up the floor. Humphrey still got it for Timon, slips, almost fell, regained control. Harris for three, good. And now it's 14-13 in favor of Timon. And another steal by Timon. Ahead for Humphrey. And he'll get it back, and the shot is blocked. Harris has his shot blocked, but I believe there's a foul on the play. Well, this is in the last couple of trips down the floor. That's what Timon wants to do.
Well, you saw the soft pass. You can't be soft with these passes. The speed of Timon is unbelievable, right? When you're talking about 5 guys on the court right now, they all can run. You give them a chance to go under that ball and make a play, they're going to do that. Got to be quick and crisp with those passes, make something happen.
Harris misses the first free throw. And the second free throw is good. And Mary will hand it off to Bianco. Bianco to Reska. Into the corner to Edwards. Back to Bianco. Now to Mary on the far side. Mary drives, won't go. But the rebound, a tough break there for St. Francis. The ball went off of Mary's foot and out of bounds after he made a really nice play.
He is just fantastic around the rim. Really has. He really has found, how to get to that rim and get to it quickly, and seems to be untouched as he's in the air right at the rim.
This is Hicks now. Now Humphrey. He'll put up a shot, won't go, and St. Francis comes down with the rebound, but it's stolen, and Harris puts up a shot, won't go, but he draws the foul.
That's that quick defense, right? It wasn't a full court press, but in essence, it is a full court press, right? When you're talking about, you look at where he was when he made that steal right underneath the basket.
And Harris has the free throw go around and out. He'll get another free throw here. And the second free throw, he gets the good bounce to make it 16-13 for Timon. Long pass up ahead, and it'll be put up, no good. And here goes Timon the other way after St. Francis missed the shot. Humphrey. Harrison, and he got the roll for the bucket, 18-13. That's Timon's biggest lead of the night, 18-13.
Stu, the biggest problem so far, no touches to Reska, right? You should be getting the ball every time. He should be touching that ball down the court. Well, you don't do that, you're not going to put points up on the board.
Now that time they tried, and the pass was a little too far, and it went out of bounds. It'll be Timon ball. Been a good run for Timon here. I think it's a 7-0 run. It was 13-11. Now 18-13. Harrison for the Timon Tigers. Harrison still has it. He'll put it up and in on the left side, 20-13. That was very nicely done. Bianco back the other way. Bianco into the corner. The three, good! Nolan Edwards. Just like that, 20-16. Big three-pointer there to stop that run.
That was a big three-pointer. Boy, that could really have been, the run that Timon was trying to put away to really get some separation.
Now Harris on the far side. They'll work it down low. There's a three, good. Hicks with the three, 23-16. Timon heating up here and playing more at their pace than at the early pace St. Francis had established. Bianco with Hicks guarding him. And we got a whistle and a foul.
No, timeout.
Oh, a timeout on St. Francis, all right. Well, 23-16, and suddenly this game, the script is pretty much flipped. St. Francis got the start they wanted to, and then Timon just has taken over with their speed.
So, and I agree, but you can see everything that was textbook that happened in the first quarter did not happen here, right? Every time they came down, Reska would touch the ball. He'd either go to the rim because that opportunity was there, or there was a kick out that happened. He wasn't getting it right there, right? Ball was kept on the outside. Some not so aggressive passes that turned into steals, and then opportunities for Timon. You give Timon those opportunities and they are going to run all day on you, right? They're that good. They're that fast. They're that talented, right? What do we say? For St. Francis to win this game, slow it down. Keep it at your pace. Keep everything as long as you can. That's what they need to do, and they've got to get back to that right now, and it's what they did and were so aggressive in their way of play in the first quarter.
Well, we'll see if St. Francis can turn off the switch that ignited Timon.
So this right here is a big 4 minutes, because you can't turn around and let Timon get a huge lead right here, right? You've got to have the opportunity right now to do something so the game gets back into the style of play that you wanted.
So St. Francis has the ball. Bianco, he stopped the dribble, gets it to Edwards, gets it back to Bianco, and Bianco to Mary, puts it up and in. Nicely done there. They had to work hard for that one, but that was well done. 23-18, a 5-point game.
Nice movement without the ball. Did you see how he moves without the ball? Cut down the lane without the ball. Perfect passing lane right there for him to put the 2 up off the glass.
Now Timon back the other way. Harris puts it up and in, and it's 25-18. Now St. Francis, oh, it's almost stolen, but Bianco hangs on to it. Now he's double teamed. And what did they call traveling? So it'll be Timon ball. And Bianco can't believe it. He wants the foul. He appeals to Kelly Funderburk, the official, but Kelly's not paying any attention to him. Jeremy Const on the other side agreed with Funderburk's call of a travel, forced by good defense. Simple as that. Jacob Humphrey will inbound. Harrison. Damian Johnson. Back to Harrison. Now Humphrey. Humphrey, he's cut off. He puts up a shot and it rolls. He gets the roll. 27-18, a 9-point lead. There's Bianco for St. Francis. Whistle right in front of the Timon bench. And I couldn't actually see what that call was. There were too many people in front of me. The ball will stay with St. Francis. Bianco thought about the 3. Instead, he'll work it down low to Hines. Now Logan Ruska puts it up. He'll draw the foul. Shot would not fall. LaFerald Hines into the game for St. Francis. And Ruska will go to the free throw line.
I'll tell you what I liked about Humphrey so far. You've seen him multiple times, right? Get hit, right? Lose balance, lose something, and has not lost his shot, though. Stayed with it, made sure he still put that ball up in the air, and still made sure that ball went down. And he's done it a couple times today. That truly is a kid that you know was out there looking to put his points up and finish.
Well, Resko missed both free throws. Hicks with the rebound for Timon. To Harris on the far side for 3. Off the iron, no good. Hines gets the rebound, works it ahead to Bianco, ahead to Mary, and he'll put it up, no good. And Harris comes down with the rebound for Timon. He'll work it ahead to Harrison. Harrison, far side to Johnson. Back to Harrison. Being defended by Mary. Harrison still has it. Short jump shot, good. 29-18, and it's an 11-point lead for Timon. Now Bianco has it stolen by Humphrey, and he lays it up and in. 31-18. I think the fans wanted him to dunk that one, but he wanted to make sure it went in.
It was close.
And there's another turnover by St. Francis, as the Red Raiders appear to be rattled by this Timon defense. Now we got Mary and Johnson exchanging pleasantries on the far side in front of the scorer's table. 31-18, biggest lead of the game, 13. Timon ball coming up on the 2-minute mark of the first half. Harrison with the ball, Mary defending him to Humphrey. Now back to Harris. And we get a whistle. And
that was an offensive.
An offensive foul on Timon.
I'll tell you, Humphrey's defense has also been unbelievable today, right? He's been key to a lot of these runs right here because of his defense. He really has been the spark plug so far for today.
Here's Edwards for St. Francis. And the 3 is off the iron, no good. Resko puts up the rebound, and that won't go. Hines went for the rebound, got it knocked out of bounds by Humphrey. So the ball will stay with St. Francis. St. Francis inbounds. They'll bounce pass it to Reska. He's double teamed. And St. Francis manages to hang on to the ball, but now it's stolen back. Hines after it. Nice play. Damian Johnson knocked it off the St. Francis player out of bounds. Very alert. Nothing the St. Francis player could do about it. Look at Mario. Look at the fans. The Timon fans behind the basket. They'll be attacking in the second half. Thank you, Mario. Less than a minute and a half to go in the first half. Timon up by 13. Harris with the ball. Now far side to Johnson. Damian Johnson. Harrison. Near side. And he'll get it one more time. Will Harrison. Coming up on 10 seconds on the shot clock. And Timon will take a time out. And we'll keep it here. Or you want we'll keep it here. And now somehow St. Francis has, you always say that every team has a run in them. Well, St. Francis needs a run at some point.
Even just to get it back to single digits would be great, right? You've got to make this a 2-for-1 opportunity right now, right? Where you've got 2 chances to be able to score with time in 1. That's really what your only opportunity that you've got to try to get this back into single digits right here. But listen, first quarter, textbook what St. Francis needed to do to be able to win this game. Timon, textbook, what they needed to do to win this game, right? It's been the tale of 2 quarters right now. Both teams have done exactly what they've needed to do in their quarter that they've won.
So Timon will inbound. Only 10 seconds on the shot clock. They get it to Harrison. 8 seconds on the shot clock. And we get a whistle and
offensive.
Another offensive foul on Timon. Must have been away from the ball.
It was, I think he said it was a push is what it was. So here you go, right? 1:04. This is the 2-for-1 that we talked about right here.
So Edwards takes the inbounds pass. And St. Francis into the corner. Try to get it out of there. They do. Spinning. They work it to Reska. He'll put it on the floor. He'll put it up and in. Logan Reska, good bucket there, 31-20. Timon coming back the other way. I'll get it to Johnson. Thought about the 3. He'll get it to Harris. And Harris will hand it off to Humphrey.
An 11 seconds difference between shot clock and game clock.
Humphrey drives down the lane, puts it up and in. Beautifully done by Jacob Humphrey. Long pass is too far for anybody, unless Tom Zaccardo, the referee, wanted to play. Long pass down there on an attempted fast break. Unfortunately for the Red Raiders, it did not work out. And now less than 20 seconds to play in the first half, and Humphrey slowly and patiently bringing the ball up the floor. Jason Rose spreading his team out. Humphrey still got it, spins. Puts up a running one-hander, won't go. Johnson couldn't get the rebound, and that'll bring the first half to a close. So one quarter for St. Francis and 1 quarter for Timon, and unfortunately for St. Francis, that Timon quarter was even more productive than the St. Francis quarter.
Oh, no doubt. And when you've got a quick run-and-gun style, points come quick, right? And that's exactly what's happened with Timon. And really, I want to give Humphrey right now the credit because he really has been unbelievable. He's put points up on the board. He's had the stops. He really has been, so far, the leader on the floor today for Bishop Timon.
No doubt. Well, that'll bring us to halftime. At halftime, it's Timon 33, St. Francis 20. You're watching Monsignor Martin boys semifinal basketball on Western New York Athletics.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Timon leading this one over St. Francis 33-20. I'm Stu Boyer along with Tom Prince. And Tom, it would seem to me that St. Francis, if they want to get back in, well, not that they're out of it, but they're down 13. They've got to find a way to do what they did in the first quarter right here to start the second half.
No doubt about it. And it was, no doubt defense was the key, right? Defense, and I felt the pace of the game really went in their favor. We already talked about it. Mary was unbelievable in the first quarter at the same time, too. Remember, he had 10 of St. Francis's 13 points right there. But what I loved, what we saw, was the offense went through Logan right down low. Everything went through him, and they really got to do that. We've seen him have opportunities at the basket. And if Munn's not going to be out there on the floor, he's got a height advantage down low that he wants to take advantage of and do something with. You got to give him that opportunity to do that in something down low. There'll be opportunities that we've already seen for Mary to come crashing through to do stuff that he can as he attacks the glass and make sure he uses the lanes to be able to attack that glass. They'll be there for them to do that. But you got to go back to the very beginning, slow the pace down, right? That's got to be right now the key, and defensive stops, one at a time. And I'm timing, though. You ain't stopping anything. You got right now, unbelievable, keep it rolling, because the pace right now is exactly what you wanted, right? And in fact, you're looking for even a faster pace because you want to get this game 70s, 80s is up where you want to get this game too. Well, and no doubt, one more thing, Humphrey has been unbelievable. He's been my man right now and so far the player of this game.
Well, Timon, not only are they incredibly quick, their quickness is amazing. It's also amazing how quickly their quickness allows them to put up points, because if you give them an inch, they take the perennial mile. Scorers, Samuel Mary has 12 for St. Francis. Nakai Harris with 10 is the leading scorer, and Jacob Humphrey, who, as Tom says, has been the player of the game so far, has 8. So we're going to take a quick break, a minute and a half or so before the third quarter starts. It's it's Bishop Timon 33, St. Francis 20, and you're watching Monsignor Martin Semifinal Championship Basketball on Western New York Athletics.
When you're ready to buy a home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. You can find new listings before they appear anywhere else and refine your search for immediate notifications of similar properties. Plus, get pre-qualified to make your offer stronger and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent who knows your area and how to close the deal. So when you're ready to buy, visit howardhanna.com and find your home fast.
I love being home.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Back at Canisius at the Kessler Center, where Bishop Timon leads St. Francis 33-20. The teams will switch ends as we start the third quarter, so that means Timon will attack the basket to our left and St. Francis the basket to our right. And for St. Francis time, they've got to find a way to get Logan Reska involved.
Yeah, when we say involved, it doesn't mean that he has to score, right? But the touch has got to come from him, because if you get down the low, and if we have what we see, they're staying small right here, which means usually a double team's going to come in there. If a double team comes, there will be a wide open St. Francis player sitting somewhere outside in the perimeter.
And we're underway. Bianco gets the ball for St. Francis. Cross court to Charles Rooney. Now on the far side to Edwards. Back to Rooney. Now on the far side to Edwards. One more time, Rooney with it. Rooney to Reska. He'll put it on the floor, and he has it stripped, but he gets it back. He gets it to Mary, but it goes off his hands and out of bounds. And you see what Timon is doing when Reska gets the ball. 3 around him.
Yeah, that one was, it didn't matter which way he was going to go. There was someone there.
Long range 3 is good. for Aaron Hicks to make it 36-20. Rooney now back the other way for St. Francis. All the way across court on the far side to Bianco. Bianco to Mary. Mary dribbles out of there, gets it to Reska, and he lays it in easily. And it's 36-22. Now Humphrey. Pass up ahead in the front court for Hicks. And Hicks drives, kicks it back to Harris. And he puts up the short shot, no good, gets his own rebound. And another shot is blocked, no foul there. Comes back to Mary the other way. He puts it up and in, and he draws the foul. Sammy Mary gets the foul from Jaden Harrison, and it's 36-24.
Will the third quarter mirror the first quarter is the question right here. It's defense. That's what we saw in the first quarter, all defensive, right? And then we saw Reska, Mary together really do their thing, and that's what we've seen so far to start things off for St. Francis.
And Mary misses the free throw. Timon rebounds. It's Humphrey with Mary on him. Humphrey out of Harrison. Harrison puts it up, no good. A whistle and a foul as he's still down on the floor. And
that was a late call, but you heard the slap. I don't know about you, but I heard it. We're right here at court level, and we heard that one from here.
We heard the thud. A two-shot foul. First one is good by Harrison. I think that might have been on Reska.
Yeah, it was.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Went across his body. It was a reach right across the body.
And the second free throw is also good, 38-24. Now Bianco. Long pass into the front court for Mary. He'll drive. The scoop is good. Beautifully done, Sammy Mary. He had 12 in the first half, and I think he's got at least 4 already here in the second half. Now Harris. A slip and a fall, but Parker stays on his feet. Gets the ball to Harrison. Back to Humphrey. Humphrey. The three is off the iron. No good. Rooney gets the rebound ahead to Mary. And there's going to be a foul on Harris for the reach on Timon. So that's the first foul on Harris.
Mary, what a great job to use the rim, right, as a way to be able to shield so he could actually put that back up off the glass. What a great shot as he stayed underneath the rim. Fantastic play.
Bianco gets it inbounds to Edwards. Back to Bianco. Now Edwards one more time. Rooney. Now near side to Mary, and he'll dish it out. There's the three. Off the iron, no good. The shot missed by Edwards. Fast break for Timon, and the layup is good by Harrison. Bianco, 40-26. Our side to Rooney. Rooney back to Edwards, near side to Bianco. And one more time to Edwards. And he almost had it stolen by Humphrey again, and that time Humphrey got a little bit of a shoulder into him and is called for the foul there. And that's the first foul on Humphrey. And it looks like Elvin Munn's going to come back into the game now for Timon.
Humphrey is just itching for a steal, right? You could just see he is just seeing the minute that ball goes down on the floor, it's an attack right after the ball, and he just gets there so quickly. He's making it so difficult and showing how good he is on the defensive side.
Bianco on the far side to Mary. He puts up the shot, around and out, loose ball, and it went out of bounds. I believe that went off at Timon and will stay with St. Francis. So the Red Raiders will inbound, down by 14. They'll inbound, and it's knocked out of bounds by Harris of Timon, and it'll stay with St. Francis.
You got to be careful going across court like that. Those are the opportunities where you see steal after steal when that happens.
They inbound it to Reska. Back to Bianco. Now Logan Reska. Rooney into the corner to Edwards. Back to Rooney. Bianco. He'll put it on the floor. He'll take the jumper off the iron. No good. Reska for the rebound. He puts it up and in. Logan Reska, big bucket there 40-28 as we come up on the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Here's Humphrey. Now far side to Harrison. This is Harris, excuse me. Here's Alvin Munn, now Humphrey. Humphrey drives, puts it up and in, and he draws the foul. Nice play by Jacob Humphrey. If that's his first bucket of the second half, it'll put him in double digits at 10 because he had 8 in the first half.
Both plays down on the other side with Reska as he goes up. First of all, gets the rebound in traffic, then goes back up in traffic, and then you actually see him dip his head back to be able to put that up off the glass. What a great opportunity right there.
Oh, what a play by St. Francis, and Mary goes away, puts it up, and has his shot blocked, but there's a foul. Looked like Parker blocked the shot, and he's called for the foul, and we have the officials getting the players separated a little bit. Humphrey, and I believe that was Mary jawing just a little bit there. It was a fascinating sequence down here after the free throw. Looked like Timon had the rebound, and St. Francis played some great defense to get the steal, and Mary came down to the other end, made a great play, but had the shot blocked.
You know, I understand you may have had all ball, but there was body contact, right? And the body contact is what sent him down to the ground.
As the first free throw is good, and I think that's what Parker is pleading his case with Jeremy Const, the official, on the near side. Mary makes the first one. If he makes this one, it'll get it down to the lead down to 12, and he does.
And Mario's getting the St. Francis crowd riled up right now.
Here's Harrison. Now Humphrey, bounce pass to Parker. And on the far side, it's Harrison. Calvin Munn went off his hands, and it comes to St. Francis, to Edwards. Edwards up ahead to Mary, and he drives, and somehow he got it to go. A Timon player got a hand on that one, but he had enough oomph on it to get it into the basket. It's a 10-point lead. This is looking like that St. Francis quarter, Tom.
He's got to be close to 20 right now.
Yeah. Parker, and a short shot is no good by Malachi Parker, but the whistle blows and there's a foul.
He had, what, 12 in the first half?
Mary had 12, yes.
So he's had at least 3 or 4 shots right now. Yeah. I mean, he's probably sitting at right about 20.
That's what I would think. This is Parker at the free throw line, and he'll miss the first one. Aaron Hicks comes into the game. Alvin Munn goes out for Timon. Now you can hear the gym getting louder as the fans get into this. Second free throw is around and out, and Edwards comes down with the rebound for the Red Raiders. They simply hand it off to Bianco. Nicholas Bianco. Charles Rooney, far side to Sammy Mary. Now back to Bianco. Now Rooney. Edwards. Edwards drives, lays it up and in. Nolan Edwards showing his quickness. Beat everybody to the bucket. And just like that, it's an 8-point game. Timon has not scored for a couple of minutes here, and so it feels like anyway. Harrison with Mary on him. Get a pick from Hicks. On the far side to Humphrey, but Humphrey's got it. Drives and a whistle and a foul there. And I believe that's going against St. Francis. So Timon will keep the ball inbound underneath the basket. And they'll get it to Harrison. He'll put up a shot. He's hammered. And he'll go to the line for 2. I don't think that was on Reska. It's on Mary. That's his first. And Jaden Harrison goes to the free throw line. 42-34. Timon leading this one. St. Francis is cut into a much bigger lead to get it down to 8. First free throw is good from Jaden Harrison to make it 43-34. And Harrison will try to make it a double-digit 10-point lead one more time. And he does. So Rooney inbounds to Nicholas Bianco. And as you see, St. Francis slowing things down. Rooney to Bianco. Near side to Edwards. Back to Bianco. Rooney far side. Mary steps back for three. Off the iron. No good. And Rooney had the rebound. Now Mary gets the rebound to Edwards. Far side. Bianco drives. Running one-hander is good. Great play by St. Francis to make it an 8-point game at 44-36. That's just great hustle and great effort by the Red Raiders there. Harris, near side to Hicks. Bounce pass, put up and in, and a foul on Harris. Harris is fouled, I should say. Big bucket there to stop a little bit of the St. Francis momentum. As Mekhi Harris will go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play and make it an 11-point lead. Free throw, around and out, and the rebound comes to St. Francis. Bianco, Nicholas Bianco, far side to Rooney, now Mary. Back to Rooney. Bianco, Humphrey almost got that one, and he'd have been off to the races. Rooney to Mary, no, Reska. Reska somehow saved that one into the corner for three, and it's good. Nolan Edwards, 46-39, it's a 7-point game. Well, St. Francis is doing a great job working the ball in the offensive zone and getting good shots, and for the moment, they're hitting them. And most importantly, slowing down at time and offense. There's a three. Humphrey can't get it to go. We got a whistle, and the ball's going to St. Francis. The foul is on Timon. Malachi Parker is charged with the foul. 46-39, a 7-point game. Bianco now for St. Francis. Now Rooney, near side to Edwards, back to Rooney to Bianco. Here's Mary. He'll drive, he'll stop, he'll pop and score. Samuel Mary, what a night he's having. And we got a timeout on the floor. 46-41, Timon, as St. Francis has been coming on strong here in this quarter. I know you said it.
No, it's not that I said it, right?
You did say it, though.
But it is exactly what we talked about.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, though, I don't know if anybody would have predicted outside of Mary that he was going to have the game that he's having tonight, though, right? I mean, come on. He has been unbelievable, especially the way he has attacked the basket. He just is attacking the basket and using the glass to his advantage. You can't teach that. In other words, you can, and you say it all the time, use the glass, use the glass. How many times do you say that as your youth, right? To use the glass, and they don't. But I got to be honest with you. He is using it textbook tonight and has been unbelievable right at the basket.
He has been relentless and fearless, and he's got to be. He had 12 in the first half. He's got to have at least 8 here. He's got to have 20.
Look at the shot Mario's got inside the huddle right now.
Oh, nice. Getting a good look at it.
But listen, this has been, again, every quarter is the team that has put what they wanted to do and actually physically did it. They're the ones that have won that quarter so far.
It's been punch and counter punch, figuratively, not literally. They'll inbound the ball to Harris, and he'll hand it back to Jacob Humphrey, and he'll get it back to Harris. Near side to Hicks. Now Parker, and a long-range three is no good. I don't know what that hit. Parker tried to make it rain, apparently, and he couldn't get that one to fall. Now, here comes Mary one more time. He's double-teamed, and he got away from it, but St. Francis took a timeout. Well, they double-teamed him and caused him some trouble, but Coach Brian Ferris alertly taking that timeout. It was right in front of him, and he decided to use the timeout.
Stu, I really, though, I'm not going to be surprised to see a real strong full-court press coming from Timon. Not to say that we see it right now inside the end of this quarter, but I will not be surprised to start at the fourth. It's a full-court press to try to pull away or try to get a lead, extended for Bishop Timon.
Well, somehow, some way, they got to find a way to get St. Francis out of this a little bit, because this is going St. Francis's way lately.
You can't settle for threes, right? What you want to do is be able to attack the basket like you're doing, but because of your defense, right? Because of other things that you are attacking inside into that basket with your speed.
So now Mary will inbound it to Bianco. And Humphrey almost had the steal. They'll get it to Rooney. Back to Bianco. Rooney, bounce pass to Mary. Mary takes a dribble, stops, gets it to Rooney. Oh, Rooney might have gotten away with one. Reska for three, around and in. Logan Reska, it's a 2-point game, 46-44.
Big men can shoot is what he said.
Here's Humphrey for Timon. Final 42 seconds of the third quarter. Long range three is good by Malachi Parker. Big time three there. It's a 5-point game. Now Rooney up ahead to Edwards for St. Francis. Back to Rooney. Edwards. Bounce pass to Reska. Reska takes a push. And that's a foul on Timon. That's a foul on Nakai Harris, his second. Alvin Munn comes into the game, and Aaron Hicks goes out for Timon.
I think they gave the foul to the wrong team up there. Okay, both teams got 6 fouls going into the fourth quarter right here, Stu. The line will come into play right now to finish this one off.
So it looks like they're determining. I guess the officials are just getting those numbers straight, Tom, because this is going to be an inbounds play. Bianco will inbound for St. Francis. He gets it to Reska, who puts it up, no good, but he draws the foul. He got hit hard that time.
And that also means now the next, from here on in, right, the entire fourth quarter, St. Francis shoots right now if they get fouled. That's big. That really does come into play right here.
So Reska at the free throw line. And the first free throw is no good. Kind of way off there, 49-44. Reska, we saw him on the football field for St. Francis this fall, did an outstanding job. Second free throw, and around and in, and it's 49-44. LaFarrell Hines now into the game for Reska here with the final 20 seconds of the third quarter set to tick away. Harris bringing the ball up the floor for Timon. Harris. Bounce pass to Harrison. He spins. Oh, he makes a nice move, shoots and scores. Nice play by Jaden Harrison. He got Mary on the move. Mary the other way. He turns it over. Timon, long range three. Bounces out, no good on the shot by Humphrey. Well, that'll do it for the first 3 quarters. After 3, it's Bishop Timon 51, St. Francis 45. You're watching Monsignor Martin boys semifinal basketball action on Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
We're back at the Kessler Center as we start the fourth quarter. Stu Boyer along with Tom Prince, 51-45, Timon in the lead. Harris with the ball for Timon in the white. Harris. Bounce pass to Harrison. Harrison, Mary guarding him. Harrison puts up the shot, and he gets the roll. And it's 53-45. Big roll there. And now here's Mary, Sammy Mary, who's been outstanding for St. Francis. He'll drive, he'll spin, he'll shoot, won't go. Rebound taken away by Timon, and here goes Humphrey. Humphrey drives down the lane, puts it up, and it goes in, and there's a foul, a blocking foul called on Nicholas Bianco, who actually I think was trying to take the charge, but it didn't quite work. Now they have not did they not count the basket because they didn't put it up on the scoreboard? I don't know. It's a two-shot foul, so I guess that basket did not count. First one is good, 54-45.
And now both teams at 7, right? So it's clear the entire fourth quarter, the rest of the fourth quarter, both teams shoot.
First free throw is good, and the second one is not by Humphrey. Reska the rebound, far side to Bianco. Bianco hands it off to Mary, and he'll get it down low to the big man, Lines, but he couldn't score. And it's Timon with the ball. Timon on the far side. Harrison. Long range three. Off the iron, no good. Off the hands of Alvin Munn. And it comes to Bianco, who gets it to Mary for St. Francis, and he'll get it right back to Nicholas Bianco. Under 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Bianco drives, he's stopped, gets it back to Reska for three. No good. And Munn gets a rebound, gets it to Jacob Humphrey. Here's Humphrey. Cross-court pass to Harris for three. Off the iron, no good. Logan Reska skies for the rebound, gets it to Mary. Near side to Edwards. Back to Reska. Thought about it, getting it to Mary. Now he does, and Mary beats his man, goes to the bucket and scores. Sammy Mary with a great job there. Now Humphrey back the other way, 54-47 Timon. Harrison for Timon. Munn, the big man, hands it off to Humphrey. Now Harris, jump shot, around and out. Munn for the rebound. And he somehow got his own rebound, but it's turned over, and it's ahead for Mary with Parker going back. Mary drives, no good. Edwards after the rebound, can't get it. It'll be Timon ball. A little bit of frenetic action there that resulted in no baskets for either team. But it's Timon ball.
Munn went up, though. He got some air on that one. I thought he was going to make a fantastic play right there. Almost really made a highlight reel play. St. Francis, though, still gets the ball back, and unfortunately he's not able to put it up into the basket.
Leighton Roberts into the game now for St. Francis as Humphrey brings it across the timeline. On the far side. And they'll get it to Harris. He'll put up the running one-hander. It won't go. Rebound loose on the floor. And Reska comes away with that basketball. And he'll get it to Ganciorek. Now Edwards. Bianco to Reska underneath. Lays it up and in. Nicely done there. They looked for the big man and they found him. 54-49, a 5-point lead. Coming up on the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter. St. Joe's and Canisius to follow in the other semifinal. Humphrey gets a great pick there. Instead, he'll get it across court to Harris. Into the corner, the three, around and out. And now they get it to Humphrey one more time. He'll drive, dish it down low. The big man has his shot blocked, and it'll be saved by Humphrey, who's pushed by Bianco. Mike Gibson, the big man, he's rock solid.
Well, Gibson's been coming down with some crucial rebounds right now to keep this alive. That's where you got to give him credit. Shot blocks, I don't care. He's keeping the play alive out there in the court with these offensive rebounds.
And that's why I wanted to mention him. Rock solid young man. Humphrey at the free throw line, shooting 1-and-1 here. First free throw is good, so he'll get another one. 55-49, 6-point lead. The winner of this game will play the winner of the St. Joe's Canisius game. That game will follow here shortly. Second free throw is good. It's scheduled for a 7:30 tip-off. Mary with the ball for St. Francis. Now Bianco drives, lays it up and in. Nicely done. Excuse me, that was Nolan Edwards. Nice play by Edwards. 56-51, a 5-point lead. Now Timon. Harris to Gibson. Gibson to Harrison. To Parker for three. Off the iron and in. Good bounce there. Made it 59-51 as we come up on the four-minute mark.
That's normally that home court bounce that you always want when you're at home.
Now here's St. Francis. It's Mary spinning, and there's a foul on Timon. That's on Jacob Humphrey, his second. And obviously he didn't think it was a foul. You could tell by his reaction. Thought he made a clean play. That'll send Mary to the free throw line. Mary's had an outstanding game. First free throw is good. Seven-point game. And around and out, no good. And Timon gets the rebound. That's Harris for the rebound. Ahead to Harrison. Harrison will drive, then kick it out to Parker. And looks like Timon has taken a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. 3:39 to play. Timon 59, St. Francis 52. You're watching Monsignor Martin Boys Semifinal Championship Basketball on Western New York Athletics.
When you're ready to buy a home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. You can find new listings before they appear anywhere else and refine your search for immediate notifications of similar properties. Plus, get pre-qualified to make your offer stronger and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent who knows your area and how to close the deal. So when you're ready to buy, visit howardhanna.com and find your home fast.
I love being home.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker.
We're back at the Kessler Center, 3:39 to play. Timon trying to beat St. Francis for the third time this season. Be a similar situation in the second game. St. Joe's trying to beat Canisius for the third time. So Humphrey to inbound, he does, gets it to Harris. And now Gibson. Now they'll get it to Harris, he'll put it up, no good, and the ball loose on the floor. Gibson battling for it with Reska. You can see the effort and the emotion there on the part of both players and both teams.
But Gibson in on it again, right? Again, trying to keep the play alive for his team.
It's a 7-point game. Now on the far side, St. Francis with the ball. Leighton Roberts. Now, and almost stolen by Timon. Driving, and he missed the layup, did Parker. Excuse me, that's Harrison. It comes back the other way. Reska, he missed the layup. They couldn't get the roll there, and Harrison comes down with the ball. So once again, each team comes up empty after a quick trip up and down the floor. Harrison, he'll drive, put it up, no good, a whistle and a foul. So back to the free throw line.
But what it did do was keep that clock running, and that's what Bishop Timon wants right now. Just keep that clock running right now, because the clock is in their favor at this point as it's ticking down at the end of this game.
And Harrison is at the free throw line. First free throw is good, make it 60-52. Aaron Hicks comes back into the game, and Malachi Parker Goes over to have a word with head coach Jason Rowe in his seat on the bench. Harrison make it a 9-point lead, and he does not. Reska gets that rebound. He'll hand it off. And the power has come back on. What happened? None of us has any idea. We were in the dark, literally. The power must have gone out. Look at the scoreboard, it's out. Oh, we're not, okay. Well, the power went out briefly. It came back on. Reska scored for St. Francis to make it 60-54. Everything went out.
There's a first for everything, man. This place went pitch black. It was unbelievable.
Well,
so I think we're still streaming, right? I don't think we lost the stream, okay?
All right.
But we went pitch black where you just saw everyone's flashlights from the phones go on, right? This is crazy.
2:11 to play. Timon by 6. The Tigers have the ball. And they get it to Parker. Parker to Humphrey. Drives down the lane. The scoop shot is no good. Rooney gets the rebound ahead to Mary. Mary lays it up and in. Sammy Mary. 60-56 as we're in the final 2 minutes. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Timon. Well, Tom, that was pretty amazing. Right in the middle of the game, boom.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, folks, it literally was a blink of an eye where it just completely went pitch black and everything stopped. I can't believe we got everything up and running as quick as we did when the power came back on.
Well, that's a tribute to you and Heidi Gunther.
And unbelievable, but everything comes back on. Because we're wirelessly doing our cameras tonight, so we can have 2 cameras for you and get a shot just like Mario Hall right now is doing inside the huddle right there for you at St. Francis. And it just was listen, it's been a first for a couple things, and that definitely was a first for any broadcast I've been on so far.
You and me both, and you and I will remember that for a long, long time. And now this is a 4-point game. Timon leading St. Francis 60-56. This has been more of a St. Francis game than a Timon game, and it's a 4-point lead with 1:52 to play. Timon has the ball.
But that second quarter for Timon, they did everything right. That really gave them that extra points, remember, that really has capped on to be able to hold on to this lead.
Now Harris, now on the far side to Humphrey. Humphrey to Hicks. And he'll drive down the lane, puts it up and in. Aaron Hicks, huge bucket there. 1.5 minutes to play. Timon by 6. Nicholas Bianco across the timeline. Into the offensive zone to Rooney. Rooney near side to Edwards. Edwards somehow held on to the ball. The 3, good! Nicholas Bianco, and it's 62-59, and St. Francis takes a timeout. Wow, this turned into a nail biter, Tom.
Listen, It's the Monsignor Martin playoffs, right? It's the Manhattan Cup semifinals. Whichever you want to call it, you know you were getting a game. And we say it every single time it happens. It is very, very difficult to beat a team 3 times, period. And they're going to, if Timon is going to pull this one off, they're going to earn it, is what they're going to do. And that's exactly what St. Francis is making them do. We got ourselves a fantastic game. The question is, who's going to finish this off right now? Can Timon do what they need to do to finish this off? Or who's going to come up big and be the guy for St. Francis?
A minute and 15 remaining. Timon by 3, 62-59. Winner goes to the Manhattan Cup Championship game Sunday at 6 o'clock here at the Kessler Center against the winner of the next game, St. Joe's in Canisius, which is scheduled to tip off at 7:30.
And tomorrow, look out for our post-game interviews. We're going to be doing some post-game interviews after this one. We'll have them out sometime tomorrow with our players of the game.
And here's Humphrey for Timon. That clock is ticking. Now Harris, back to Humphrey. Humphrey still dribbling, still got the dribble. Now gets it back to Harrison. Harrison drives, he's stopped. There's a foul, and I'm not sure who they're going to call that on. It's against St. Francis.
And they're calling it on Mary.
On Mary.
And it's 2. It's 10 fouls right here, so it's automatically 2 right here.
And that'll put Jaden Harrison at the free throw line with, needless to say, some pretty big free throws. Coaches on the far side across from us, both standing. First free throw is good. Harrison will get another one. Brian Ferris yelling instructions to his team. Jason Rowe, at this point, looks a little bit calmer than does his counterpart, 63-59. 64-59, free throw is good. Now Mary for St. Francis. Long pass up ahead for Edwards. To Bianco, to Mary. He puts it up, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Somehow Mary got it. He spins, and off of Rooney's hand into the backcourt. And he's picked that up, and it's called for over and back. And it'll be Timon ball. Big break there. Unfortunate for Rooney. Pass is a little low. He tried to corral it, and the ball just bounced a little bit on him, and it went the other way.
He turned his body a little too much when he went up in the air for that basket. See how much he turned his body. Very tough to make that shot.
Here's Harris with Reska out to guard him. 33 seconds and counting. And it's stolen, but a foul. Mary. I think they got Mary again on the reach-in, and they do. Sammy Mary, who's been outstanding in every phase tonight. Unfortunately for Sammy, he's called for the foul there. That'll put Harris on the line for 2. First free throw is good, 65-59. And the second free throw is no good, and Rooney comes down with the rebound to Mary, ahead to Bianco. Bianco has it, stops, and it gets it back to Rooney. Rooney to Bianco, 20 seconds to play, and a timeout taken by St. Francis. So the clock, barring a couple of quick threes, may be running out on St. Francis's season.
Yeah, I think they needed to put one of those shots in right there to be able to make that one in.
A valiant effort by the Red Raiders if it does not somehow go their way, but that clock is against them. 19.8 seconds to play. They have to score quickly, get the ball back, and score again somehow.
What a first game so far.
Oh,
I mean,
my goodness.
it really has been, what we wanted, right? What we asked for. Great game. And we've seen both styles of play come out in this game, which is what really has been, such a great game to watch, because we've seen absolutely the X and O's of both teams come out on the floor, and their strengths had to come out to be able to have this game come the way it is so far.
And it's coming down as unlikely as it might seem to the final 19.8 seconds. It's a 6-point lead. as you hear Sweet Caroline. It will still be St. Francis ball. Mary will inbound. Mary to Bianco. Bianco puts it on the floor, steps back, launches a three off the iron, no good. Humphrey has the rebound for Timon, and he's knocked down by Edwards, knocked down and out of bounds. I don't think I saw a foul called on that. And
he wanted the foul on the three over there, too. That's what they were asking for. He went down to the ground. They wanted the foul on the three-point shot.
Well, they did call a foul here. They had to. He got knocked
Well,
to the
they called
floor.
when he got knocked down right here on the sideline.
So that'll put Jacob Humphrey at the free throw line. He's been outstanding today, too. And he misses the first free throw. 10.5 seconds left, 65-59 Timon. The first Manhattan Cup semifinal. Second one to follow at 7:30 between St. Joe's and Canisius. Free throw is good, 66-59. Logan Reska on the inbound to Bianco. Bianco to Rooney. Long range three off the iron, no good. Timon gets the rebound, and they will dribble it out. And the Timon Tigers beat St. Francis 66-59 to head into Sunday's Manhattan Cup semifinal. Jacob Humphrey waving at some of the St. Francis fans behind the basket. But either way, Tom, you couldn't ask for a better game as the players line up to shake hands.
Great game, no doubt about it. Look out, like we said, we'll be having our players of the game as we're going to grab them so we can do some post-game interviews.
So the final score of the first Manhattan Cup semifinal, Bishop Timon 66, St. Francis 59. We'll be back a little before 7:30 with the
Life can be full of surprises.
Mario. I'm Stu Boyer. Have a good night, everybody.
Life can be full of surprises, but not always the good kind. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care, and we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.